Welcome to BKW Physics. I'm Mr. McConley, and we were talking about power a moment ago. And this is just a little follow-up demonstration. What I have here is a spinning color wheel, which we will actually come back to later in the year, and we'll talk about how colors can interact when things are spinning. That's a whole different lesson. But I thought that might be interesting for you to see it now, and then later see how this thing works. But basically, when I turn the power on, the wheel spins around, and nothing too exciting there. But what is kind of neat is, in this case, I have the spinning color wheel plugged into a watts up meter, which is just a corny name for, it's a device that'll measure kilowatts and watts for you. And you can actually program in and say, well, if the going rate right now is this many cents per kilowatt hour, it'll tell you how much each device is costing you to run, which is kind of a neat thing. So you could, for instance, take this home, plug in your computer, leave it running overnight, and you could then figure out how much it costs to keep your computer running all the time. So just to compare, because we were talking about kilowatts of power, right now, since this is off, it's in the off mode, it's actually reading 0 kilowatts. And it's important to note, though, that some devices, electronic devices, especially things like any device like a TV, that even when it's off, there's a little light on, it's going to be taking electricity. So if you plug your TV into this, for instance, even when it's off, and totally off, like my TV is on the wall, it would still be reading a small number here because there's a certain amount of electronic things that are still on even when it's off. And that's true with computers, it's true with a lot of devices. Charging devices use electricity even when they're not charging something. That being said, so it's 0 right now, and as I turn it on, I'll just turn it on kind of a creeper speed here. It's using 0.023 kilowatts. And then if I crank it up some, that goes up to 0.034. And then I slow it back down, and basically I can, turn it right off to 0. If I kick it on fast, what do you think is going to happen? So if I just go boom and I put it full throttle, do you think it's going to gradually go up?
No, it's going to shoot up and
drop
back down.
Spike and then drop. Well, let's see if that is true. Yeah, it actually went to 0.07, and then it started dropping back down right away. So when you start devices, like if you have a saw or a drill press or anything that kicks on pretty hard, even a computer, when you first start it and it starts to boot up, it's going to draw a lot of electricity, and then once it's in running mode, that electricity will kind of fade off to a constant. So let's just give you an idea of how you can track kilowatt usage or watt usage, hour, physics.